Yo, what is good, YouTube? Today we're talking about one of my favorite childhood stories. A little fun fact before we get started. Hopefully this releases July 20th like I want it to, because it now would mark an entire year since I last posted a YouTube video. And I probably made promises around that time that I was going to keep making videos, but I kind of, you couldn't tell, didn't do that. So today we are talking about the shit incident. Now, this could be a lot of things in your head. Only a little handful of people are telling the story, and I waited a little while, but I figure now is the time to get this out. I appreciate y'all for watching, and here it is. So it was like around prime OG Fortnite, like season 4 to season 5, somewhere in between. And I had a friend, and his name was Luke. Well, I'm gonna name him that for the video. I'm not gonna say his actual name. And he had a twin brother, Liam. And for some reason, their mom bought him like a ton of Nerf guns for some reason. And since, you know, it's around prime Fortnite, and we're kids, Nerf guns, Fortnite guns, we decided to play Fortnite in real life, which, tough idea. And it was a big group of us. Well, not really big, but it was a group of us. We had like 5 to 8 of us all there ready to play Fortnite in real life. However, me and this girl, Sarah, were excluded from playing. And, you know, I'd never really realized this was kind of like bullying, and they kind of left me out. So they called us the spectators, which was very kind of them, because that is the exact role I wanted to play, being the cuck chair, you know? So obviously it was really mean, but we were kids and we didn't really understand exclusion, like I said. So they started playing the game, and the group of people, and by the way, like I said with Luke, every person in here is gonna have a new name. Like, I'm not gonna say them by their real names, but every single person, I'm not gonna say who they are, what's their actual names. I actually don't speak to any of them no more, so I'll also like to put that out there. But we had Luke, Liam, George, George's stepsister, Sydney, and Sydney's friend, Kaylee, that was playing the game. And then there was me and Sarah, who were quote-unquote spectating. So the match begun, and it was really them just like kind of like shooting at each other and saying the bullets didn't hit them and acting like they were still alive. So it was just like it's like a big standstill the entire time, because nobody wanted to admit they got shot, and everybody wanted to act like they were, you know, were still alive. So they just kept shooting each other. However, Luke had to take shit. And Luke's house was 2 houses away. This isn't like some big ass neighborhood or anything. This is literally like, I don't know, maybe like a few steps over, like a good jog could get you there. Like, not even like a good walk, like literally a 1-minute walk into his house from here. And he needed the shit. So he had came on a brilliant idea, and I even told him, his house is right there, just go to your house. But he insisted he had to go now. So he grabbed a box and a plastic bag and used the box as a toilet, as like the toilet bowl, and put his bag, and he shit in the bag. Meanwhile, keep in mind, this is a very good key detail. Meanwhile, Kaylee saw all of this happen. Seen him literally shit right in front of all of us. Keep in mind, Kaylee saw that. And everyone, the match was like basically over at this point. Like, literally nobody wanted to admit they were dead. Nobody wanted to, you know, everybody wanted to win. So it didn't even matter. And at this point, everybody except for Sydney, which was George's stepsister, has seen him with the bag of shit. She hasn't. And you guys want to take a guess what he was doing with the bag of shit? A, he was looking for a trash can to throw the shit away. B, throwing it up in the air, and when it landed, it made a plop sound and us kids laughed at it. C, playing hot potato with the bag with everyone in the group nearby. Or D, dumping it in someone's lawn. I'm gonna give you guys 3 seconds. If you guys guessed B, you'd be correct. he was throwing it up in the air, and when it landed, it'd make a plop noise, and we'd all laugh at it. We were kids. Like, we thought this shit was funny. And he did this for like a solid 10 to 20 minutes. And we ended up going from the street in front of his house all the way to the alley behind it. And he was just throwing this shit the entire time. And I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, this is not me venting or anything, but I've always been someone that is super influenced by like other people's decisions. You know, I'm not about to say like I'm about to shit in a box or anything, but I grabbed the bag from him and I started doing it too because I thought that was so funny. So why do I need to try it? So I started throwing it up in the air and bam, I was dying laughing. It was making these plop noises. And at the moment, it was me, Luke, Liam, Sarah, and George in front of me. I kept throwing it up in the air and letting it make the plop noises, but then I kept joking about that the bag was going to be like a volcano and explode on George's back. And we kept doing this over and over again, and then eventually we got right next to Liam's house. I threw it up in the air. As we were all laughing, it landed back down, and a volcano of shit erupted from this bag, went all the way from the floor up to his ear, and the shit went from his ear all the way to his lower back as he stood there like a statue praying that anything but shit just landed on him. And everyone was dying laughing. This was like the funniest shit we've ever seen. Like, we were dying laughing. And eventually he ran home to shower, and we all thought it was kind of a good joke and meant no harm. I mean, obviously, if I got shit on me, I'd be pretty pissed at people. And Sydney didn't see this, or Kaylee. And Kaylee and Sydney were just talking at the other end of the alley. They didn't see anything or what just happened. So Luke and Liam walked over to Sydney and told her about it. And you know what she did? She laughed at it. She thought it was hilarious. She thought, however, it was Luke or Liam that had done it. But she was wrong. It was me. And she immediately switched up her whole attitude and got super mad at me. Also, disclaimer, Luke and Liam really wanted her, like, bad. So whatever she said went. And then everybody started charging at me. Like, Luke and Liam started charging at me, and it was me and Sarah, and we just ran away. And Luke and Liam started throwing their Nerf guns that were in their hands at me, and they missed terribly. They, like, weren't even close. I grabbed my bike, boot scoot and boogied to my house, and made it home successfully. However, all of them got in a group and talked about it. Keep in mind, there were eyewitnesses watching him take a shit, but Kaylee didn't speak up about it at all. And they basically put the entire blame on me, saying that I shit in this bag, and I did everything that Luke did. Keep in mind, Luke literally did this in front of her, but she wouldn't speak about it. She just kept saying that everyone kept saying I did it. Because who's gonna admit to a girl they like that they just shit in a bag and it erupted on their fucking stepbrother? So, and I got the blame for it, and they tried telling my dad about it, but he knew it was horseshit because I never do anything so stupid like that. Like, I don't even like to shit in public. Why would I shit in a bag around a bunch of people? And matter of fact, too, this was prime summer, so there's bugs everywhere. And if you know me, you know I hate bugs. Why would I do that to myself? Anywho, after that, none of them wanted to be my friend no more. And I decided to stay home, and we had a pool, so I'd either go in the pool or be inside on my Nintendo Switch and play the new Fortnite season, which was season 5 at the time, which, I'll be honest, I have no regrets in doing it at all. Like, that was prime Fortnite. I'm good. Like, that was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. Was not trying to be their friend again because I would have missed out on some good times on prime Fortnite. But like a month later, it was like one of my old friends' birthday. It was another one. I really don't have a name off the top of my head we can give him, but it was his birthday, and I saw them again, and we kind of just made up, and we just kind of just joked about it since then. But that's really about it. There's no like additional parts to this. It was Luke and Liam's birthday, and one of my old friends who has unfortunately passed away, RIP, he went up to me, and it was some other tall dude, and went up to me and said, "Yo, you're the guy who threw shit on George? Yo, let's kick his ass." Like, as a joke. Genuinely was shitting my pants as a kid, bro. But that's probably about it. I'll see you guys in the next one. We got a banger video coming soon. I know it sounds like I'm lying. This is a myth. But trust me, we got a new video soon. It's gonna be a Minecraft video, unfortunately, to my Fortnite people. But we might have a Fortnite video in the future. But I'm gonna try to start posting. I ain't even gonna say regularly. I'm gonna start trying to post more. I'm not gonna say regularly, but that's probably it out of me. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see y'all on the next one.